Happy Wednesday, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you're joining us from. My name's Jenna Farber, and I'm with Emerging Destinations, and we represent cool companies in cool places. And today we are coming to you from a very cool place. So you may see up there on your screen, I'm being joined by Camille on the right, who is the founder of Yadi Travel, which is one of the boutique Moroccan DMCs that we represent in Morocco, of course. And sitting next to him is Saad, and he is the sorry about that. I think I got muted there for a second. He is the sales manager for the Mamounia hotel, which has just been named the #1 hotel in Africa by Condé Nast Travelers. So we are very pleased to be able to share this very cool and unique experience with you. They are currently sitting in the hotel in one of the signature canopy suites. So you'll actually get a little sneak peek around that suite. But before I pass things over to those two lovely gentlemen there, I'm just going to give you a couple quick housekeeping items to go over before we get started. So hopefully you're able to attend live for the full webinar today because it's going to be an exciting one. But if there's any reason that you do need to jump off early or perhaps you join late, this webinar, as always, will be recorded and it can always be found. All of our previously recorded webinars can be found on our Emerging Destinations YouTube channel and our new Emerging Destinations website as well. So if there is a reason that you miss a little bit of today's special webinar, you can find the recording there. And then secondly, these gentlemen will also be here. Well, Camille will be here for you to ask any questions at the end of today's webinar. So hopefully you're thinking of some really cool questions coming from a cool place. So you can feel free to type those through using the the GoToWebinar control panel. And I'll jump back on at the end so that we can ask Camille as many of these questions as possible, but please utilize his expertise and ask any questions that you might have. And thank you so much for joining us for today's special webinar. So I think that's it for me for now. I will come back on in a bit, but I will hand things over to you, Camille. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jenna, and thank you everyone for joining us. Today we will be presenting Yadi Travel, the DMC in Morocco that I have founded, and we are here in the exceptional canopy suite of La Mamounia, which is an amazing property that we are partner with. And I have the honor to be with Saad, who is the sales manager of this amazing place that will introduce to you a bit La Mamounia and maybe show you around the place where we are. And then after that, I will introduce you of our company and of course about Morocco. As Jenna was saying, this webinar will be sent to you, and please do not hesitate to type any questions you might have, and I'll be more than happy to answer every one of your questions at the end of the webinar. Well, thank you, and I'll leave Saad presenting you the hotel.
Thank you, Camille, and thank you, Jenna, for organizing this webinar, and thanks to all of you for joining us today. So as you may know, in Marrakech, there's plenty of beautiful properties. We are here today in one of the signature suites of La Mamounia, which is one of the iconic places, hotels in Marrakech. It's one of the first hotels built in Marrakech since 1923. The history dates back to the 18th century. It was only a garden, and it was belonged to the Prince Al Mamoun, so that's why it was inspired by his name. The hotel is steps away from the Medina, from the city center, a very good location. We're combining culture and comfort at the same time. So a lot of events happening here in the hotel. We have 209 units, including rooms, suites, including this signature suite, and private riads. 8 hectares of the gardens with one of the oldest olive trees for more than 500 years now. 4 restaurants, including a new Italian restaurant by Jean-Georges, by the chef Simone Zanoni, the Asian by Jean-Georges. We, of course, have the Moroccan and a buffet experience around the swimming pool. So, of course, today we are honored, and it's such a pleasure to be a partner with Yadi Travel, with Camille and his team. and we are trying to perform to a very high standard to, of course, get your clients having the best experience ever in Marrakech. So again, we'll be very happy to assist you with any requirements or inquiries you must have. Thank you, Kamil.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Sad. So I will let maybe Sad show you quickly the room and the magnificent signature suite where we are.
Please. So here you're going to see the entrance of the signature suite, which is called the Baldaquin suite. There's actually 6 signature suites in La Mamounia that are with a unique decoration, and each one is telling a bit of the story of La Mamounia and Marrakech. Like the Baldaquin suite, it's specially dedicated to honeymooners or couples for a special occasion. Here we have the bedroom separate from the living area with a beautiful view of the legendary gardens. See, so 2 terraces, of course, and a large bathroom with a beautiful combination between the marble and the mosaic, the zaliche. Yeah. Here you go.
All right, that's just a sneak peek, but I hope that gave you a bit of thank you so much, Sad. Thank you. I hope that it inspired you a bit and maybe encouraged you to bring your clients in this amazing property. So now I'll go directly by introducing Yadi Travel, which is the DMC that I founded in Morocco. We are based in Casablanca, Morocco. Of course, we're now in Marrakech. We have also our one of the offices in Marrakech, and I'll let you. I like always to start by explaining maybe why I did found the company. So I had the privilege to have lived actually in many different countries and cities all around the world. But at some point, I wanted to come back and give back to Morocco what it has taught me, and especially regarding its own unique, authentic, and immersive experiences. The idea is that I wanted to reveal the true essence of Morocco and not maybe the classic tours that you might find elsewhere. So Yadi means hand in classical Arabic, because we like to say we are handcrafters of unique travel memories, always bringing our own personal touch and deep care and craftsmanship in the journeys we create. First, I'll say a few words as well about Morocco, and especially its accessibility, because since last week, a new Delta flight has been opened from Atlanta to Marrakech. Last year as well, United Airlines opened a New York Marrakech flight direct, and we have, of course, the Royal Air Maroc, the Moroccan airline that are doing non-stop flights from New York, Washington, Boston, Miami, and LA. So yeah, just last week I was actually with the emerging destinations in New York from Casablanca with the Royal Air Maroc. This to say that Morocco is now more closer than ever. It's super accessible, and also do not forget that New York, LA is as far as New York, Casablanca. It's only 6 hours, so so it's as well a super idea to have for your clients. Then regarding Yadi, we are very proud to explore every corner of Morocco. So it goes from Marrakech, where we are, that is the highlight of travelers' Epicurean lifestyle, to Casablanca with its architecture and Art Deco that are very famous, or Rabat, the capital, Tangier, that is only 14 kilometers of Spain. This also reminds me that Morocco is actually an amazing combination with Europe. So being that close to Spain and Portugal. So we have some flights that take 30 minutes at only $30 or a ferry that takes 30 minutes as well to come from Morocco to Tangier to Spain. So if you have some clients that go to South Europe or Europe in general, it's super accessible, and it's also a super idea to combine and to finish as well with Morocco, because generally is the part they prefer. It's the part they do not know very well, and it always exceeds their expectations. So just to keep that in mind, we have also Chefchaouen, the blue pearl that you might have seen in a lot of Netflix shows. Fes, the oldest imperial city of Morocco, more than 1400 years old, and of course the Sahara Desert with its unique magic that you can find in Morocco. I'll talk as well very quickly about Dakhla and Essaouira, which is our windy cities. Dakhla being the heaven for kite surfers, and Essaouira being the wellness spot in Morocco, known especially for its windy city, surf city, and of course its yoga place, let's say. We are also proud to have created 20 signature trips. So it can go from destination oriented to more specific ones like gastronomy, shopping, art. The idea is that we are able today to answer every interest, preference, and desires of your clients. It means that if you tell me that your clients like, I don't know, shopping, wine, and gastronomy, I'm able to take my winery tour, gastronomy tour, and shopping one to create something very tailor-made for them and to answer every preference or interest that they have. Why did we do that? Because I like to say that when you travel with us, you don't travel for the where, you travel for the why. It's not just ticking a box saying I've been in Casablanca, Rabat, and Fes. It's more traveling with passion, meaning, and connection. So we always try to go beyond the extra mile by partnering with inspiring people. So it can be fashion designers, professional cooks, professional photographers. The idea is that we are able to create something very different and that go beyond the extra mile in every experience that we suggest to you. And why is that the DNA of Yadi Travel? This is because a lot of people will tell you that the main assets of Morocco would be the sun. We have 300 days of sunshine per year, so year-round destination. Super safe. We host so many solo female travelers and women's trip. Ancient history and culture, second oldest kingdom of the world, so a lot of history in Morocco. Gastronomy, I like to say, when you come to Morocco, don't be on a diet. It's an amazing country regarding gastronomy, ranked second best of the world last year. Sahara Desert that offers serene beauty and unforgettable sunsets, and super accessible with the direct flights that I was telling you about, or with the combination that you can do with Europe. So super closer than we think. But for me, the main asset of Morocco is totally our people. So hospitality, it's not just a custom, it's deeply ingrained in the way of life of Moroccans. So this is actually the idea why I created the company. And this DNA is also with our drivers and guides. They are trained in the way that your guide will not be your teacher, let's say. It's gonna be your friend, your bodyguard, someone you will really remember, create a connection with him and or her, and even tell her a happy birthday every year. I mean, it's one of our highly high assets, let's say. So with our own pool of guys trained in the Yadi DNA and our own transportation, we also that's also an asset that sets us apart. Of course, giving back and supporting local communities is at the heart of what we do. We always try to do in our tours some part when we collaborate, let's say, with some Argan all-woman cooperative, this kind of thing. The idea is that well, I was born and raised here, so so giving back to my country as well is something that is very important to me, and that also our clients love particularly. So this was a brief, actually, the introduction about Yadi, my company. Then I would like to maybe show you quickly the signature grand tour that we can suggest to our clients. So when you send us a request, so this is how it looks. This is, for example, the grand tour that we call. It's we call it a loop. That takes 13, 14 days, but can take less if we remove some parts, for example, the north. The idea is that, and please also, I didn't mention it, but we also have many domestic flights since 2-3 years. Actually, the Moroccan airline and Ryanair came very strong in Morocco, so inside Morocco. So to reduce driving distances, sometimes you can do it. So so in this ground loop, you are allowed to, for example, see so many different things, because I like to say that Morocco is a lot of destinations in one single destination. So you can ski in the Atlas Mountains, do some sand surfing in the Sahara Desert, seen imperial cities of more than 1400 years. So much to do in around 10 days, and it's amazing as well for first timers. So we send you then the highlights, inclusions, and of course an executive summary that allows you to grasp the main information about what you're going to be doing in terms of structure, driving distances, lodging, meals, but just for you to have directly the main idea of what you're going to do. Then we send you the different accommodation where you're going to be staying. For example, in Fes, I'm seeing now that we suggested Riyadh Fes. Actually, Riyadhs in Morocco are traditional ancient houses that are built around a peaceful courtyard, and that now are boutique hotels that have a very true soul, and that are all different one among the others. So different from the grand classic resorts that you can find as well all around Morocco. But I think it's worth it at least to try it in one city, because it's something that you might not find elsewhere in the world, and it's more intimate, locally owned, with the very owner that will welcome you. So it's something as well worth doing. This is, for example, the shanty tents in the desert. We have so many honeymooners that are doing this. So please note that we can have some ultra luxury tents with AC, whatever you need. So yeah. Then of course this is where we are at this moment, at this very moment, La Mamounia, which is one of an icon of Moroccan properties. Then we send you after that different accommodation, different experiences, sorry, that sets us apart. So it can go from an orientation tour of Casablanca with of course the largest mosque of Africa and one of the biggest of the world, that you can visit. And in Casablanca you can also take the high-speed train, because we are actually the only country in Africa having a high-speed train. And I forgot to mention, but Morocco is having actually right now a great momentum. This is also due to the fact that in 5 years we're hosting the 2030 World Cup of soccer, like the US next year. And so this put us like a milestone, and boosted the government to invest in everything, every infrastructure related to tourism, travel, and hospitality. So this is why only country in Africa having the high-speed train, biggest and nicest hotels in Africa. The routes are amazing, and Casablanca, for example, is really the gateway of Africa, biggest airport of Africa. So yeah, things are going great. It's a great momentum to come to Morocco, and it evolves every year. But it's already a super product, quite easy to sell, that your clients will for sure love. After that, you can do, for example, an Art Deco tour in Casablanca. If for the people that like specifically architecture, a Rabat historical tour. Rabat being the capital of Morocco, super mix between modernity and heritage. We call it actually the Switzerland of Morocco. It's an amazing city to pass by. Going to the north, so either in Asila, Tangier, as I was telling you, 14 kilometers from Spain, super close to Spain. People speak Spanish there. People in the rest of Morocco speak French and English. So every region you will do, it has its own culture, and this is why it's if you have some time, it's amazing to discover as well different parts of our beautiful country. We can do some local food tasting tours in Tangier, but in all Morocco. Actually, gastronomy is big in Morocco, so cooking classes, we do them a lot, but in also some unique ways. You can go with the private chefs directly at his farm, choosing the ingredients you will be cooking, or at a souk with him, and then going either at his place, either at local Berber home in the Atlas Mountains, either at a riad. But we offer all kind of different kind of cooking classes that are super for the clients, and especially as well for multi-generational families. Morocco is so kid friendly, so if you have some children some grandchildren parents trip, are amazing as well in Morocco. Of course, we cannot talk about Morocco without talking about wine. Not a lot. There are some people that don't know this, but we are a party country. We like wine. Wine is big in Morocco. You have to taste it at least once. So we do different wine tastings all around actually Morocco, and then we go through Volubilis, UNESCO World Heritage Site, ancient Roman ruins, amazing, in order to arrive to Fes. Fes, oldest imperial city of Morocco, 1400 years. We call it the spiritual city of Morocco, capital of artisanal. And actually we do a lot of women's trip that goes through Fes, because we have a lot of workshops. It can be pottery workshops, brass engraving workshops, calligraphy workshops, artisan workshops in the famous leather tanners. We give access to a library of Qarawin, which is the oldest university in the world, founded by a woman. We do some Sufi nights in amazing riads with traditional Andalus chants, bringing rhythms of Isawa and Allah. At the same time, a woman lecturer will talk to you about the history of Fes and Morocco. So super nice experience as well. And then of course we arrive in the magical place of the Sahara Desert, where you can you can enjoy a sunset camel ride across the golden sand, or for adrenaline seekers, do some quad biking in the dunes, buggy riding, 4x4 safaris, sandboarding on the dunes, and of course for the people that are more looking for glamping experience, stargazing, it's as well a super idea to do. Then we go to Marrakech, passing through Ouarzazate and Qsba Ben Hiddou, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the Atlas Studios that are super famous, where iconic films have been shot, like Gladiator, Game of Thrones, Sex and the City, and so on. And then of course arriving here, and this is golden hour, just amazing. We see the Atlas Mountains, we see the palms. In Marrakech, highlights of travelers, you have to do some monuments tour, strolling through the Medina and the souks that are UNESCO listed Medinas, doing some curated experiences that we created, like the Marrakech by night, for you to understand a bit more the atmosphere behind Morocco and Marrakech especially. Fun activities like sidecar riding, you can do it either in the day or in the night, going through the oasis, the palmeraies, super fun activities. Of course, food tours in the Medina, spices workshops, hot air ballooning in top of the Atlas Mountains, amazing experience to do at sunrise. Cooking workshops, as I was saying. Yves Saint Laurent garden tours, it's one of the favorite experiences that Americans particularly love. And you can talk about Morocco without talking about hammam and spa. So at least try this rejuvenating experience to try one hammam and spa in actually Morocco. You can of course do for the people that like trek and hiking, we can do it all over Morocco, especially in the Atlas Mountains. For example, this is a soft hike in the Atlas Mountains where you can either have lunch at a local Berber home or a cooking class, or at Batamadot, which is a Richard Branson property, amazing one that you can overnight there as well. You can do some atelier like kaftan to step into immersion in Moroccan craftsmanship, meeting with fashion designers, doing some shopping tours, some unique experiences like dinner at the Selman's table surrounded by majestic Arabian horses. So this all can be done in just more than 10 days. Then we send you the different restaurants we recommend in each city, and of course more detailed, almost hour per hour, the different let's say details of what you're gonna do during your time in Morocco, with the different inclusions at the very end. We of course can white label this in order for you to shine, put your logo on it, sending you either net price or commissionable. We can take care only of the landing, of the accommodation, of the experiences. We actually adapt to whatever you guys want, and that's the idea behind this. We're very adaptive, flexible. We take wire transfer, credit card, whatever you need. And for the people that might not have too much time, and for example are in Europe or have 5-6 days, it's a super idea would be actually to do and for the people that don't like to pack, to stay just around Marrakech and do some day trips in either the Atlas Mountains, or so for example they can stay in Riyadh in Marrakech as well, which is our partner La Sultana, that is just amazing. So either this in soft hikes in the Atlas Mountains in day trips, doing amazing lunches, dinners at Sidi Bounra just nearby as well, Marrakech, or go in and if they don't have time to go to the Sahara, we can do a desert-like experience actually in the rocky desert of Agafay, where you're gonna have the same local animations, the same experience, just without the dunes, the Qamarakshia entertainment, stargazing session, whatever you need, in just 45 minutes actually from Marrakech. We can also go to Essaouira, Essaouira being actually the coastal city of Morocco. We call it the windy city. So either you do day trip because it's 2 hours from Marrakech, either you spend 1, 2, 3 nights there. In Essaouira, we can have some wine tasting as well at Le Domaine Val d'Argan, passing through Vargan Oil Women Cooperative, super nice as well to do. Doing a walking tour in the UNESCO listed Medina, some soft hike at the Argan Forest, yoga sessions, surf sessions, horse riding sessions. The idea is that it's also, we call it the wellness spot of Morocco, so super nice to experience someday. I wanted as well to show you maybe when you arrive actually at Morocco, you will also have a personalized website link where we can put your logo on it, and that your client can have directly on his phone and in an app, and sending you then notifications if there is any change or something. So this is the more digital side that you can find. And in our website you can find some itineraries that might spark your imagination actually, but of course we will send you as well some sample itineraries for you to get inspired. And if you need anything, please let us know. We're here for you through emerging destinations. If you need anything, just write to us directly. I will be more than happy to answer any one of your questions. We are super reactive. We try to have a 24-hour response policy. We have a 24/7 team on the ground, operational team, where we send you 2 weeks before everything you need: travel tips, welcome kit, welcome gifts, departure gifts for your clients. So yeah, so I try to be a bit quick, brief. Whatever you, if you need anything, please let us know. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you everything for hearing us.
Thank you so much, Camille, and thank you everyone, of course, again for joining us today. We had just a quick clarification. There was a few people who joined late and they were wondering about who you are. So just to clarify, Camille is the founder of Yadi Travel, which is the DMC, and he is in partnership with Mamounia, and that is why he is doing the webinar from there today, just to support them and to showcase the beautiful hotel. So I think that should hopefully clarify that, as well. As I mentioned, I know there's a few other people who missed the beginning. We did have the sales director from the hotel, Sad. He came and did just a very brief tour of the suite that Camille is currently sitting in. So we will make sure to share that with everybody today so that you can go have a peek at the absolutely stunning hotel and the suite, which is, if any of you have clients that are looking at honeymoons in Morocco, I know Camille highlighted this as well, but it would be a fabulous place for honeymooners, as would the entire itinerary that Camille just finished going through. So if you have any questions about that, we're happy to answer those. And now let me see. We had quite a few comments coming through, Camille. I know Brian from Chicago says hello. He just met you, so
we met in a few months ago. Hi, Brian.
A few months ago. Yeah. There's another question about asking what kind of promotional or sales videos or images that we have for travel advisors. So we do have some images and videos in a folder that we are able to share with you. I can do that actually in the webinar follow-up so that you can get your clients excited about going to Morocco as well. Another question for you, well, actually maybe the first question for you, Camille. Does the hotel have a spa?
The La Mamounia, of course, it has one of the most amazing spas in Morocco. Yeah, it's very well known for it. Yeah.
And everyone's wondering if we're able to include some information on the amenities, etc., of the hotel in our follow-up as well.
Yes, we can, and the fact of us Yadi Travel being partner actually with them, close partner that allow us to do webinars in their amazing signature suites, make you, if you go through us, being able to have different kind of amenities because we are close partners, and yeah, that's it.
Perfect. So you heard that. So if anybody does want to look for quotes or pricing for the Mamounia Hotel, then we can go through Yadi Travel. They have preferred pricing as one of their partners. Um, there's another question about contact info for you, Camille, so I can make sure to include that. But if anybody does want to reach out to him, please feel free to reach out to me first, and I can put you directly in touch with him ASAP. And my name's Jenna. I'm with Emerging Destinations, and my email is jenna@emergingdestinations.com. You will be receiving the follow-up from me as well. Now, somebody was asking if you could just give some broad pricing for the hotel.
So for the hotel, actually, it depends really on the season where you come in. But let's say it's around 1,000 USD per room per night, but it can go higher depending on the peak, the season, and depending on the suite you are looking for. With our partnership, we have, as I was saying, discounts that are very interesting for you, so we can get for you very much better prices than this.
Awesome. That is great to hear. Okay, just a couple more questions that I see have come through here now. How close is the property to the main market, the Medina?
Oh no, it's actually it's super well located actually. It's 5 minutes by car, and very close as well by feet. So it's in the center actually of Marrakech, and this is one of the main strong points assets of La Mamounia compared to other big resorts that can be far actually.
Perfect. Okay. And now, if travelers want to go from Fez to Marrakech, and then on to Casablanca, could they use the high-speed train?
So yes, today the Casablanca go from Casablanca, Rabat, Tangier. So indeed, from Casablanca to Chefchaouen, you can go by high-speed train because it arrives to Tangier, which is nearby Chefchaouen. In 2027, the high-speed train will go through Marrakech and the south, so it's going to be amazing as well. But today, to go from Fez to Marrakech, it's the classic train that some clients ask to take. It's not high-speed one, but we have railway trains all over Morocco, actually.
All right. I think if anybody else has any other questions, please feel free to type them through now. But I do believe that we have got to all of them currently. So as I mentioned before, if you do want to get a hold of Camille or myself, I'm Jen at emergingdestinations.com, and I'm more than happy to pass you along to Camille and his fantastic team who can work up an amazing itinerary for you. As you saw at the beginning of Camille's presentation, they have a lot of different niche itineraries that they can offer your clients that are a little off the beaten path that use some uniqueness and creativity. So please feel free, if you do have any clients thinking about Morocco, to reach out to us. But thank you so much, Camille, for arranging on your end this fantastic webinar, something a little bit different, and of course showcasing La Mamounia as well. So thank you for your time and effort, and looking forward to the next one.
Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for listening. And as Jenna was saying, do not hesitate if you have anything, any question, whatever. My contact will be sent. Some sample itineraries as well with and whatever you need. We are more than happy to help. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you. Bye bye.